Yara nyilla domoro kadiyata.
Boy, janno CK's restaurant.
Sa nako be ninna dimbal. Nimba domoro kala janno.
Domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kende ma bije. Luntan during tamala abeka domoro kijani. Adi manda wala de. Teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa. E ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery. Iko fanan bekalele. Badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lo dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international o tewoda number 1
amanke ba domola jandam man
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nako sa futandin
oto sa nako be mu CK's restaurant
ndabana janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
I get it. Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. Nsila ID soto.
Sorry. I get it.
Bijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka. Mbare ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe to.
56 branches mola sota Gambia jam.
Ha?
Gambia kono anin Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kono kiya bele to. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Jannam number 1 di nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wala nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi manin domorol ni fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ma fa kendol sotale je.
Wo moyo diat ha.
Afelenta
ni wo ka ni lafta nyelen kendol e bina.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
This morning I'm here in Fatou to speak to Ebrima Sanneh. If you're watching us in the Gambia across the world, I'm sure you have heard about Ebrima's case, his encounter with the anti-crime commander Gorgi. Yesterday, Gorgi and the entire police force released a statement denying that Ebrima had any interaction with the police. In fact, what they're denying is that Gorgi did not meet Ebrima. To clarify and to tell us specifically what happened, I have here Ebrima and his friends. I want to welcome you all. Please, let's start. Tell us your names, please.
My name is Mboob.
What's your name? And you are?
I'm Ebrima Sanneh.
I'm Ali Season.
I'm Ali Jai.
I am Ali Bojang.
Yeah. And so all of you were at the scene.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Ebrima. Ebrima, tell us what happened.
From when did you come in contact with the anti-crime unit?
Thursday night. at a club here at near Senegambia called Ice Lunch. We were partying inside the club, and sometime around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., I don't know exactly what the time was. A team of some police officers claimed to be anti-crime came in, and they stood by the door and they allowed no one to go out. So
they're telling me the volume is low. Can we fix that, Charles? They're telling me the volume is low. This is very important. We want to check. Hold on there, because people are telling me the volume is low, and I don't know where that is coming from. Give me notification if you are hearing us properly. Tell me if you are hearing us properly, please. I think I have to remove my voice. Maybe it's my face marks. Are you hearing us properly? Tell us if you're hearing us properly. They're telling me the volume is low. So let me just get... they said...
Yes, okay now.
The volume is okay now. Okay. Charles, is the volume okay now? Because I still have people telling me the volume. Because I don't know. Yes, I still have people telling me the volume. Okay, so what I was just saying, hello and welcome to this special interview. We're here in Bijilo. We want to speak to Ebrima Sanneh to know what happened between Ebrima and the anti-crime commander, Gorgi Mboob. There have been so many reports. Ebrima's side are saying that he was hit by the anti-crime commander, whilst the police are denying all allegations that the commander did hit Ebrima. So to discuss all of this, we are going to speak to Ebrima and his friends, who were also witness when this incident happened. So Ebrima, welcome to this special interview. So tell us what really happened. When did you come in contact with the anti-crime team?
Sometime around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. early in the morning.
It was Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday night going towards Friday morning.
Okay.
So we were at an ice lunch in Senegambia. We were throwing a party there. So they came in and they asked no one to move, and we abided by their rules. And I was the first one who walked into their car. When I got in front of it, was raining outside. When I got outside of the club, I had my energy drink in my hand. So police officer was like, can you throw away your alcohol drink, please? No, I told him it's not alcohol, it's an energy drink. Then he stamped on my hand and the drink spilled on me. So I was a little bit frightened. I got into the car and I kept quiet. So he came in second, and so they started coming in. So they took us first trip, and some of their men stood in front of the door so that the others could not escape us. We could not all fit in the car. So they took us. They came back and took the rest. So we went there. They took everybody's belongings and kept it in one place, and they shoved us all in one big cell. We were close to up to, I did not know the exact number, but we were close to 30 to 40 people altogether. We were all in one cell. We stayed there till sometime around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. in the morning. Then the commander himself, he came in and greeted, and we all answered to him. And he asked what these people do, these set of people do.
Which commander? And Gorgi
Mboob.
Okay.
So, and I heard one officer told him that they were partying at a nightclub. And he says, just take them for label, and after that we can release them. So we were all a little bit relieved from hearing that, because we were kept in the cell the whole night. So we were assembled into the quadrangle, and they gave us holes to go and weave into their farm that they had inside the anti-crime lab. They had corns and some grass in the planted there. So we were asked to weave on the grasses. So by mistake, we were weaving, we were done with the first part, we went on to the second part. It was a very large area. So the third part, when we were done with the second part, I told Aliu, to be specific, I was like, let's not tell him that we are done, let's just go to the third part, because if he sees that we are working, maybe he might forgive us. So, and everybody complied. We went to the third part, we were working. So there was somebody, he left there to supervise what we were doing. So the guy went to him and I think reported that some of us were not working properly. So as he heard that he was coming towards us, I was also weaving on the grass. I mistakenly unplugged one of the corn plants. So when I did that, he was just passing. At the same moment, he saw me and he was like, "What did you just cut like this?" I was like, "It's a piece of grass," but I did not do it intentionally. That's what's my statement.
Can we have Ebrima move his mic up a little, because people are telling me they can hear him. They can hear us, but they cannot hear you properly.
No.
So just, no, delete the mic, but push your share up a little so that regions all of them. Yeah, maybe that will help. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Just increase the Ebrima's volume a little. Go ahead.
So when he asked me what's on the floor, I told him I unplugged a plant of corn, but I did it not intentionally.
Yeah.
So he did not even let me finish what I was saying. He punched me in the face with his right arm.
He punched you in the face?
Yeah, he punched.
Because you just destroyed a plant?
Yeah. Then he punched me in the face with his right arm. I was left semi-unconscious like that. Before I knew what was going on, the hoe that was in my hands, he snatched it from me and just hit me on my private part with an iron hoe.
With a hoe? He hits you with the hoe?
Yeah.
With your private part?
On my private part.
Yeah.
So I was in very deep pain like that, and he was still asking me to get up and continue walking, but which I did not answer to because I was lying down on the floor. I stayed there for like 30 to 40 minutes. I could not do anything. I got up by myself whilst these people were still walking. Nobody had the access to help me because they were all frightened. So I got up by myself and went to the corner. I tried to pee by myself, but the way I was peeing was not very normal. It was very reddish in color. I don't know. I've never seen my pee like that before, so I know it was not very normal, and I was feeling a very deep pain here at my lower abdomen. So I stayed like that on the floor, but I was also scared that he would come back and hurt me again. So I got up. I tried to make myself like I was still walking.
Even after that pain, you went ahead and tried to walk.
Still walking. So then, but I did not have a hoe anymore because he snatched my hoe. I did not see it anymore, so I just lied down on the floor until they were done walking. That was like an hour after that, or an hour or 30 minutes after that, an hour and 30 minutes after that. So then when they were done walking, he called all of them and assembled them together again and asked them to wash their hands. When he was addressing them before letting them go, that's when he also called me. I was trying to go wash my hands too, but I was walking very slowly, and he saw that I was still holding my private part. He called me and said, in Wolof, he said, "Looy def nii daf ma saf." Waaw, looy def nii, da nga foog ne looy def nii daf ma saf. Man criminal yi laa dee diinal fii. Demal si biir sel bi ak sa xol bu bon bi. That's what he said to me.
What have you done prior to that? Have you had said that anything to him?
I did not say anything to him. Even a word. I did not even say a word. When I was lying down on the floor, I think it was his junior that came to me and asked me what happened, and I explained to him what happened, and the guy tapped on me and said, "I am very sorry, but just try and get up." I could saw that the man felt something, but he was not very courageous to do something about it. So the man just walked away and went to where Gorgi was sitting still, and they were all sitting there just chatting. So that's when I got inside and went back to the cell. I was left into the cell. When he left all my friends to go home, I was left in the cell.
So let's clarify that point. So everyone finished farming, cleaned themselves. You went to him, and he told you these words that you said, and he released every other person and put you in the cell after telling you were not feeling well.
Yeah. He told me, anga foog ne looy def nii daf ma saf man criminal yi laa dee di la dellul si biir cell bi ak sa xol bu bon bi. So that's how I walked without saying any word. I just walked by myself. He asked a police officer to escort me into the cell. So when I went, the officer was like, when he got in the charge office, the other officers that were there was like, what did this guy do? It was like, the commissioner asked me to charge him. And the officers still insisted to know what I did. It was like, the commissioner just said that he should be charged. Then the officer asked him, charge for what? Then he said, breakage of police property. That was the little corn that I unplucked from the floor.
So he had told the officers to charge you for damaging property.
Yeah,
and the property that you damaged was the corn that you damaged in the farm.
Less than 15 meters long, a plant.
Okay.
Yeah. So they got me back into the cell. That was sometime around afternoon. I stayed there till 6:30 without having any food.
What time did they put you back in the cell?
I don't know exactly because my phone was with them. I did not know the time. I did not know the time, but it was a little bit.
It was around 12 to 1.
Yeah, it was sometime around 1 because shortly after that I took ablution and prayed inside the cell.
Okay.
I saw them going to the mosque, so I prayed in the cell too. I was left there till 6:30 or something.
At that point when you were in the cell, how was the pain like?
I was feeling pain, but there you cannot complain a lot because I know if I complain a lot, I would end up staying there longer. So I had to make myself like I was feeling all right till I have the chance to talk to somebody from the outside to help me. So I had to stay there like that there. I had to control what I was saying too, because my tone of speaking is not nice, and all my friends know that. I know that about myself. So I just kept quiet the whole time. I was in deep pain, but I kept quiet.
Okay. And what happened next?
I tried to talk to an officer there to give me my phone, which the guy ended up doing. He did help me and give me my phone. Then I called my mom's sister, because my mom is not available at the moment. She's still at the hotel. She can't go out. So my mom's little sister came there, and she tried until she got a bail for me.
Okay.
So when I got out on bail, immediately I got out of the anti-crime unit. I saw this guy. He was also there with us in the morning. So, but they were left. So he was outside there. He tried to help me to get a taxi with my aunt, but we could not get a taxi from the gate outside there. So he told me, let's try and walk together towards the main road. He asked me, wait, let me go and get a coffee. I was like, no, I'm in pain. Let me just try and walk with you and go to the main road and find a taxi by ourselves. So that's how we struggled till we got to the main road. I was waving on taxis, but it was difficult to find one until one guy just came non-stop, and he took us all the way to the Senegambia station. So I knew that if I went to the hospital straight, I would be asked to provide a document or something why yeah, so I think I did something smart. I went to the police station first, but when I reported.
So you went to the police station to report the crime before heading to the hospital?
Yeah, before heading to the hospital.
Okay.
So when I got there, but they did not take my statement at that place. They did not take my statement. They just brought in the station officer. So I explained everything that happened, and he said to me, I am a police and Gorgi Mboob is a police, so I don't think I can take him to the law.
No. That's Mr. So what you are telling us, if a police officer
offended
offended somebody, you cannot take them to the police station? Is that what the guy was trying to say? He cannot.
Yeah, that's what he said to me personally. He said, I am a police and Gorgi is a police, so it's not like very nice of me to take him to the law like that. So, but what I can do for you is that I will call him personally and plead that he can send on a car that would take you to the hospital.
To plead with Gorgi?
Yeah.
To send a car to take
you to the hospital.
At that point, what did you do?
Yeah, I said yeah, because I did not have a choice. So I said yes.
Okay.
So he called. He went inside and made a call, and I was seated there with Adu for like 30 to 35 minutes, and suddenly a white pickup came in from the anti-crime unit, which carried the SO SAR and two other the driver and two other police officers. No, there were 4 in number. So I was asked to get into the car. I tried and struggled and got into the car. They helped me, the officers. So he wanted to join us, and also my mom's sister, and they asked them not to get into the car. They can't go with any of them. They were not allowed to go in the car. So I was not very comfortable to go with them too. But I was in pain, so I was like, let me just go. And he saw that he had suspicions in his head that they were trying to take me back to the... So along the way, he was busy calling the whole time, asking where we already got past the anti-crime junction, because he still had suspicions that they wanted to take me back there. Yeah. So the first time he called, we did not get to the junction yet. So I told him we did not get there, but if we branch towards there, I will give you a call. So the second time he called, we were somewhere around Turntable, and I told him we already passed there, but I don't know where we are going exactly, because I've never been to the Sukuta Health Center or hospital. I don't even know that.
So I want to interject.
Last night did say the police, when you were arrested, you complained of abdominal pain, and they, at that point, in front of family, that they escorted you to the police station, and you are giving us a different scenario. They said, the police said in a statement that when you were arrested, you complained of abdominal pain. And in front of friends and family members, they escorted you to have medical attention. But you are saying, yes, you were escorted at one point, but it was not at the point that you were arrested. They released you.
It was after I was hit.
Yeah.
And 6 or 5 hours after that, I was kept into the cell. They
and you were released?
I was released.
You went on your own,
on my own
to report the case
exactly.
to another police station.
Yeah.
That was when they called Gorgi Mboob, and he sent a team to come and take you to the police, to the hospital.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. So I think it's important to make this clarification, because what we saw on the report was that the police escorted you when you complained. But here what you were telling us is you were kept for hours after being hit, and you were released, and you went with your friend and your auntie to the police station. You got in a taxi and went to the police station in Senegambia to report the case. And the officer told you, because Gorgi is an officer like him, he cannot do anything, but he would instead call Gorgi to plead with him so that they can come and pick you and take you to the hospital. This is your story.
That's what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
So from there, I was taken to Sukuta Health Center. I don't know the name exactly, but I was taken to a health center in Sukuta. There I was put on a bed, and I was given an injection. I think 1 or 2, I can't remember exactly, because I was not in a very conscious state. So I was given a injection 1 or twice. Shortly after that, I started feeling heat on my body and shocks, cramps all over my muscles. So after that, a short while after that, I started feeling like I wanted to pee again. That was the first time I could have peed after I just peed the reddish liquid. Yeah. So my friends helped me up the bed. I could not feel my legs. They helped me into the toilet. They held me and helped me to pee. It was coming out very slowly, abnormal, and I could not feel any muscle on my private part. I could not control my pee. It was just coming out as it wanted to, and it was stopping as it wanted to. And it takes like very long before I can complete my pee. So from there, I was referred to Carnifing, the hospital at Carnifing, the Serakunda hospital, where I spent the night. I was there, the doctor checked everything. They did a test with my testicles and everything, and my pee to check everything. And after that, the doctor wanted to release me that night to go home and have a rest, but they were insisting, the officers there were insisting. They got into a push and pull with my family and also myself. They did not want to let me go home. They wanted to take me back to the anti-crime unit that same night.
Okay.
So I did not feel very comfortable with that. I asked the doctor if I could spend the night there. And the
So can you say that again, please? Because I think that is very important. You said when the doctor wanted to release you, you were transferred from the Sukuta to the Carnifing Hospital.
Carnifing Hospital.
Where you spent the night.
Yeah, where I
After
spent.
the doctor conducted some tests on you,
Yeah.
he wanted to release you that night.
Yeah, he wanted to release me that very same night, sometime around, it was 3 or 2 a.m. in the morning, I don't know. So he wanted to release me, but the officers were insisting that I had to go back to the anti-crime unit, which I was not very comfortable with.
At this point, throughout, the officers were with you.
Yeah, they were standing in front. Whilst the doctor was doing his job, they were
From
in.
Sukuta up to Carnifing, they were still with you.
Yeah, they're still with me there.
Okay.
So they wanted to take me back to the anti-crime unit, which I refused, and my family also did not approve of. So I asked the doctor if he could make any suggestion that I had to stay at the hospital the whole night. So, and the doctor did that. So I was left there to sleep, and some officers were left at the door to guard when I would smuggle out and go home. So I was there till morning. I slept off. Like when I was given a bed, I slept off very fast. I could not remember what even happened. In the morning, the doctor tapped on me. I woke up because I did not have enough sleep. I slept in the cell.
Yeah.
So when the doctor woke me up and said it was time for you to go for a scan, there was an officer already there in front of me. I tried to pee, because normally whenever I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, I go to the toilet and pee.
Yeah.
I went again, but my pee was still not normal. I was peeing very slowly. So they helped me get down, and they took me to the some family planning institute in somewhere around Westfield for scanning. So I went there. Luckily, the man that was there is somehow related with my dad. The man did the test on me. He says he doesn't see anything wrong with my testicles and things like that, but he can see a swollen part inside. So I don't know what's happened though, but I'm still not feeling normal.
I mean, I would just want to testify that we just saw you went to pee and you were screaming, trying to pee. I don't know what was the cause of that. I was shocked myself. That is something that I witnessed right now.
Yeah.
So
It's pain.
yeah, that's something that I just want to say on camera because I witnessed that. So go ahead. And then he said there was a swollen part.
Swollen part. So after that, after the test, he sealed the test result because I explained everything that happened, and they were being very, they were like in control of the documents all the time. They were like very eager to know what's going on. So when I told the guy when he was done, he put on a staple on the results. So I got into the car again. My uncle was in another car. He followed us back to the Carnifing Hospital. But along the way, there was always somebody calling the guy that had the medical report. I don't know who it was, but he always wanted to know what was going on, what they're writing on the medical report. He always wanted to know. And then I had the officer telling him that this time the paper is sealed. So when we got back, I asked the doctor whether I could have my medical report, but they did not want to give it. So the doctor took the medical report and took a snap of it, and I took a snap of it, and they kept the document, and the police took the document again.
The police took your medical record
again. So the doctor was like to me.
Did you request it because it's your medical document?
Yeah, I requested for it.
That is a confidential document. It's
I
yours.
requested for it, but they did not. So I did not want to push and pull. I just took a picture of it. The doctor says it's my right to do that. So I took a picture of it. I left it with them.
Okay.
So the doctor told me that now I was free to go home. I was going down with them. We were all going out of the hospital. They wanted to take me back to the anti-crime unit. I was not very comfortable with that again.
Take you back to the anti-crime.
I did not know why, and they did not want to tell me why. I was sick, not feeling very well, and the anti-crime unit is not a clinic. So I did not feel comfortable going back there. So we had a push and pull there. Luckily, some of my family members were there and some of my friends. So I got into my friend's car. They parked their car in front of my friend's car, not letting him out, saying that if I don't come with them, I will not leave that place.
That's ST's car.
You insisted on getting on your friend's car?
Yeah, that is ST.
ST, the musician?
Yeah.
He was there to pick you?
Yeah, he was there to... He did not know that I was discharged. He came to check on me. So I told him I was discharged. I want to go home. So he told me, you can join my car.
Okay.
So I joined. I entered inside his car, and they parked their car in front of him.
Yeah.
They got into like push and pull of words with him, but he did not pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So I was like, before they ruin your reputation, you can leave me here. Me and my family will take care of this. He was like, no.
He insisted?
Yeah, he insisted. This is what I do. I stand up for people. So I could not say anything more. So I just said thank you to him. So I said to them, why do you want to take me there? They did not give me any reasons, but I did not feel comfortable going with them. So then I said, if I go with you people, I'm not allowed to use my phone. My family member, none of them is allowed to enter into that place.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen to me. So then the people there started to negotiate with them whether they could go, and I wanted to be sure whether my people could come inside with me. Yeah. So when I heard that, then I said, yeah, now I will follow you, but I will not enter into your car. I will go with ST's car. You can drive behind us. So that's what happened. We went there. When we got to the door, they asked, we were 3 in number in the car of ST, so they asked the other one to come down. So that guy complied and he got down of the car. So both of us, we went inside. They allowed my aunt inside because she was the one that bailed me, and also my mom's godfather.
So you drove in ST's car and followed by the police.
Yeah.
You drove up to the anti-crime unit. And when you got there, they said they can allow only a few people.
Yeah.
Yourself, your aunt, ST, and your
Godfather. My mom's godfather.
Your mom's godfather.
Yeah.
You guys went into the anti-crime.
Yeah.
And when you went in, what happened?
They took us into a office. I don't know what was the name of the office, investigation unit or something like that. But there were some officers who were like, Muneketa. I did not talk to anybody. I was just keeping quiet. Yeah, because I had nothing to do with any of them. Shortly after that, Gorgi Mboob came in, and his junior, I think his name was Jalo, if I can still remember.
It's a light-skinned guy.
Yeah, the very light-skinned guy. He was very nice though. Yeah. So he apologized for everything that happened. Jalo did on Gorgi's behalf. Because
what did Jalo apologize for? What did they apologize for? What did they do to apologize?
On what Gorgi did to him, the beating and all that.
Jalo did apologize, and he tried to make things look nice. It was like, normally when you're working, sometimes things go wrong, which I understand. In every line of work, duty of work, sometimes you get it right. We all make mistakes. We can understand that. But whilst he was saying that, Gorgi was like, he did not even pay much attention to what Jalo was saying. He was just looking on the side and fingering on his phone. So, but we did not say anything after that. After Jalo was done talking, so he started talking. He made a very short and brief apology.
What did he say? Do you remember anything that Gorgi said? Did he apologize?
Yeah, he said, in the force, I'm not scared of anything except God. So if I do something wrong and I fail to admit it, if I'm not judged here if I'm not judged here, one day I'll be judged by God. And that is what I fear the most. So I will not take my uniform. I will not look at my uniform. I will not look at my age. I will not look at the pride or anything. I will apologize for what I did and my actions. When he said that, even my aunt went cold, and also my mom's godfather. Everybody kept quiet.
So I want to make this clarification. Gorgi Mboob apologized to you for what he has done to you.
Yeah, in his own
front
words.
of ST, the musician,
Yeah.
in front of your mom's aunt, in front of your mom's godfather, and in front of his assistant.
Yeah, and in front of his assistant, and also another 2 officers were also there, but I don't know their names.
And 2 other officers were there.
I recognize them, but I don't know their names.
Okay.
One of them came to arrest when we were at the club.
So he apologized.
When he apologized, shortly after that, he was just done up with his apology. I was busy looking down on the floor because I could not look into his eyes when he was apologizing. So when I raised my head up again, I saw that he counted money very fast, and
That's the money.
he was trying to give it. He was trying to give it to me,
Yeah.
but I paid no attention then. But ST was closer to him, so ST took the money and wanted to give it to me. But I just shook my head, and he understood that I did not want to take the money, and he gave it to my aunt.
Yeah.
But my aunt took it.
So Gorgi Mboob apologized.
Yeah.
And he gave you
Tried to bribe.
gave you money, and you did not take it. SP, who was there, tried to be diplomatic, picked the money and gave it to your aunt.
Yeah. ST tried to give me the money, but I just shook my head, and he gave it to my aunt.
He gave it to your aunt.
Yeah.
And after that, what happened?
After that, shortly after that, that was the end of the talk. So we all got up and started to leave. ST got out of the room. I was trying to get out. Then Gorgi stood up and he stabbed on my arm and said, "I'm very sorry. I hope you will get better very soon." And he just walked away. Then we went away. I got into the car and ST drove me, got me some food, and he brought me home here.
I'm very sorry. I hope you get better very soon.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This was Gorgi's last words to you. If you hear the police say you were never hit in a press statement issued by the office of the IGP, how does that make you feel?
I feel like I myself, I can't trust the authorities anymore, and that's not something good for our country. Because if one person in this country feels like that about the authorities, that means we're in a very funny situation. We cannot trust our own government to cater for us when we're in need. They cannot respect our rights, and when they do something that's not right, they cannot admit it, and they cannot stand firm and take the responsibilities of doing something wrong. We all know that everybody goes wrong, but this cannot be accepted.
This is getting too much.
Yeah. So before I come to the boys, I know you're all. I spoke to you.
Definitely.
You guys are all very upset about what happened. Before I come to your health, I want to talk to Paul. Tell us briefly.
Each of you, one thing that maybe he has missed out that happened during this whole encounter. That's that.
Actually, maybe I can speak in Wolof.
Yes, I would want that, please.
After Bus sin the hewe,
Wow.
my bindon bay, munyo sa mungi mistakenly dog bohabi bindon mosi munyo door ko si kanam and jël mosi bi si loxam door ko si private parts. And after sa I moved down, mu try mu jog move dem si kanam toge nonu ñu ko don xol sax mu ñew ñemewuñ sax pour dem ñu dimbalé ko ne Gorgi nu mel ak nu parce que Gorgi dafa nekk koo xam ne dafa soxor amul yërmande si nit ku witness fu moo dóoree nit sax danga koo xeet Gorgi is that type of person amul benn maase si nit so ñun ñemewuñu woon sax pour dem pour dimbale Ibi then Ibi noonu la struggle mu dem ba si toog si kanam fële si kër bi mu relax after mu try mu doon 7 foog naa 4-7 am bi sax dafa xalaat deretal man dama tiitoon sax 4-7 am bi dafa xaroon a deretal and noonu la manager mu toog foofu noonu den ñu continuer di liggéey buñ paree si la ñu on pour adresse ñu moom tam mu try mu jóg ñëw join si ñu foofu but Gorgi bu ñëw adresse pour ñëw bàyyi si ñu after saa mu doon try pour dem raas loxoom bi si la ko oo mu ne ko kaay fii yow foog nga ne looy def nii daf ma saf ak sa xol bu bon bi delloo leen ko sa sal bi waaw loolu noonu la fa demee woon like
so loolu moo ko xam foog naa ne li ma xam si lu ndaw mooy si nit pour xaat léewu sax si suma xam-xam bu gàtta
amuñu rek sax
buñ la téye buñ la am pour charge ba pare sentence la suñ la sentence ne yow sentence to this number of years buñ xaat léewu si la nguur gi am doole bi sa yóbbu la pour nga dem lu tax buñ leen arresté lan ban crime ngeen committoon pour ñu mun leen a yóbbu tëj leen si sel bi waaye tam yóbbu leen pour ngeen dem xaat léewu loolu mooy indi lii
waaw ñun at the thing is ñun ñu ngi woon si club bi like dañ amoon foofu like a little bit birthday daal birthday party yaa understand so foofu lay nekkoon so suddenly guy ñëw came in so they just try to threaten everybody so we are all cool so just try keep léegi alright all the boys should go out ñu carry everybody si pick up bi so ñu bàyyi jigéen ñi foofu noonu after buñ pare man I was the last person to go out because man maa amee caabi club bi you understand so buñ pare after ñu ne jigéen léegi bàyyi nañ jàngee ñu ñibbi so ñun dañoo dem si anti crime unit bi foofu lañ nekkoon foofu lañ fanaan ñu nekk fa si suba si buñ eewoo so things were so hard on us definitely xam nga so ñu ñëw bu ñu béyloo ñu si lii béyloo boobu noonu foofu la kii am incident am ni yaa ngi understand so si biir loolu tam ñun ñeneen ñi dañ leen jël ñu ne naa raxas lu moto because man si ñooñu laa bokkoon ñu doon raxas gars seen pick-up yi seen moto yi yu gars day use they just bring pick-up ku nekk dafa ñëw because si benn lañ doore understand so after gars yi ñëw ici ku nekk ñëw paak ñu raxas yëpp ñu pare after ñu oo ñu ñëpp ñu gaada together so si la ko oo moom separately oo ko ne ko yow kaay fii nii man looy def ni safuma sa xol bu bon yi xaaral bu nga su yoo fi fanaanee 3 days sama faale ma loolu yóbbu leen ko si seel bi so noonu la ko gars yi yóbbu so understand yeah so ñu ñëw ñu jox ñu suñu bilan yi si everybody sa bagage loo moom ak stuff like that ñu bàyyi ñu génn ñu dem si biti ñu taxaw ñu foog ne xëy na nañ ko bàyyi last some minutes so ñu taxaw seen RSN bi ku ne waree RSN mu génn si biti xam nga bu mu génn si biti mu fekk ñu ngi taxaw si bitig bi
di xaar sa
di xaar so ñu ne ko ne RSN doo leen ko baalal ngeen bàyyi ko ñu dem bi ko suñu xarit la ñun duñ mun a ñibbi ñu bàyyi ko mun a ñoo dem leen dinañ ko bàyyi dem leen rek yéen dem leen dinañ ko bàyyi so ñun tam amuñu woon benn option lañ mun a def so we just pack up like that ñu ñëw Kerr
te actually sax gaa ñu ngi amoon ongoing training bu doon dem sax gaa ñu ngi doon fetelante te it was less than 40 meters away from ñun fu ñu nekkoon fu ñu segoon di béy te gaa ñu ngi doon use rubber bullets te loolu sax daf ñu doon tiital waaw gaa ñu ngi amoon ongoing training mun nañoo ñaaxaa génnee ñoo ñu def seen training ba pare ñu génn ñu def lu ñoo def su dee dëgga la su dee dañ doon doxal dëgga waaye dañ ñu génnee waaye seen training bi mu ngi on ba pare ñu ngi amee spray xam nga man dangaa wax soo explain sa right sax ñu ñëw ñu mbéj la noppil maanaam fi bugg a nekk ay esafal wala leena loolu lañ la dee wax.
bro yow tam wax ni tuuti rek sa expérience xam naa ne moom buñ ko révisé yow la fekkoon si buntam yow yaa àndaan moom yow yaa ko dimbale pour ngeen moto pour dem si police station wax ñu rek yow tam li nga wax tuuti
si police station bi
anything loo xam ne is important loo xam ne
then I will start from the club because it's important then ñu ngi fa fekkoon mu ngi doon di rain it was a raining day around 3 o'clock dañuy jël génne si club bi gars yi yóbbu ñu anti crime then mu ngi doon di rain all along ba anti crime mu ngi over rain then ñoom seen boppa ñu ngi wane hey look ñun soldat ñu xaw ma naka ñun police lañ ñu faale
balaa ñu mën a liggéey sax
balaa ñu mën a liggéey sax
because ñoom si seen statement bi ñu ne soo gisee ñoom ñu ñëwoon foofu xeex moo amoon si club
waaw sorry club bi buñ fa duggee foofu mu ngi nee ba gën a nee lem
because ñoom si statement bi ñu ne
waaw bala ma rek
ñu ñëw xeex moo fa amoon
xeex amul fa
bala ma
benn commotion amul fa
foofu noonu mu ngi gën a nee ba pare ñu ngi kontaan bugguñ benn problème so ñu ngi ne ñu ngi xalaat ñu ngi xamante ban problème lañ fa créé benn problème amul fa kenn gaañul foofu noonu dan loolu étude six yoo xam ne ni da gaay nekk di build up mooy ne after bu gaay gaañee kii soo gaañee nit am xamuloo dara loo war a wax société bi da nga am pour fen société bi te fii Gambia police yi yàgg nañ di fen you know what I mean man dama over même nu ma waxee nii because lii daf ma shock because of kii warutoon a nekk moom sax man la gaay waroon a njëkk a door a ngum sax si suma neni ko yi because from the beginning am si koon bi si that morning man maa njëkk a dog koon am the first person njëkk a dog koon si biir béy bi dama laar rek ma dog because ñun mosuñ béy booy sister so xamuñ so man gis nga right now suma looyu nu ko gars yi jot a def so lii yëpp man maa ngi over stress waaye lii sax faale ma ko but dangaa sapane man bu ma duggee benn officer si kanam everybody mu ñëw over ma fa ut xuloo sax suba teel bi ma ne ko booy yow dégguloo olofanaa man la yow man a yow duñ mos a xuloo so yow soo ma saagendee sax man pour man maa ngi cool waaye xoolal bala ma rek maa ngi try to comply ak moom pour mu faate suma affaire then mu faate suma affaire mistakenly kii tamit bu mu dogee koon you know what I mean then fekka Gorgi moom si boppam moom mu ngay ñëw then mu ñëw fekka ko foofu mu ne ko suma raka loo def nii kii mu ne ko ah mag dama doon liggéey de soo mistake lii ma xala yaa xaale lii xam nga so wante nekkul lu ma tey tamit daal kooku mu ne la ne ah rek mu caapa ko nog
ma saaga ba pare nog ma
then mu caapa ko nog caapa ko mbéj you know what I mean two things ñaari yoon la mu ko hit si face bi daf ko caapa nog ba pare mu caapa ko mbéj just to make it clear understand nga lu ma miin waaw then after mu xëcca loolu noonu si loxam bi mu dóor ko si ni koyam bi then and then from there moom balaa loolu after then mu nekk di sawti bawt yi góor gi moom waxkat la ba pare you know duy wax dëgga sax man because of man su ma xelaatee waxati dëgga you know doo ñëw nga gaañ nit after nga war a taxaw si media bi di leen a fenal di leen a naan ne yow defuloo dara ba pare kii at the end of the day bu mu demee si lopitaan bi dañ dugal pipe si cuucuwam bi pour mu mun a sewen yow somebody koo xam ne mu ngi go through all that sufferation nga ne kooku defuloo ko dara yaa ngi bindal leneen you know what I mean maa ngi over stress maa ngi xalaat jaxasoo sax su ma wàññi you know yeah so waaw you know because of lii man dama feel like ne lii it could have happened to me lii mun na happen to any Gambian ba pare lii sax it's like ne sax ñun amaluñ lii solution at the end of the day because fen yu demee nii diggante civilian yi ak police yi yaa gën a fi xew ba pare after all nit yi dañuy def luñ mun yëpp dara du si dee xew at the end of the day dafa ñëwaat nekka same person moo nekka di def the whole rubbish thing in this one nation and then you keep him working for the police.
lu tax ngeen foog ne because bi ma ñëwee fii sax am nañu seen boy yoo xam ne sax ñu ne ñoom duñ wax because góor bi bu dara du si génn kii def na lu fi gën a garaaw te dara génn ci.
waaw because of
dara du si génn.
waaw because of ñëpp ñu ngi believe ne kii moom mu ngi nekk koo xam ne kenn mënalu ko dara mu ngi liggéeyal nguur bi nguur baa ngi believe ne he is a good worker su ko gars yi daaxee nguur bi dama jëliwaat ko indi ko yóbbu ko fa so you is the reason why people yaa ngi believe ne kii you know what I mean duñ ko def dara because involved na fi si so many crime yu gën a yu garaaw si affaire rey nit affaire student strike ak yeneen affaire saaja xaalis yaa ngi nekk a bandi ba pare yaa ngi nekk a di liggéey suñu government bi loolu pour la once nag def yëfi stupidness si government rek yow dañ la war a daaxa soo fenalee government sax naa liggéey si government bi sax dañ la war a daaxa as a minister as anybody you shouldn't lie to the nation soo nekkee di liggéeyal nguur bi nga final nguur bi dan yow ñun duñ mun a comply ak yow duñ mun a feel like ne yow yaa nekk ku fa war a nekk pour ñun ba pare pour lan police yi all the time police yaa ngi final nit yi si about cases yu demee nii lu tax
loolu moom definitely is something loo xam ne.
waaw léegi ñun loolu yëpp ñun ñëpp Gambian si ñun ñëpp war nañ toog ñu lase wante lii ñun ñëpp ñu toog ñu lase wante lii lan moo tax lii di xew ba pare lii mënuñ ko stop waaw léegi xanaa ñun nekkuñ dëkk
Gorgi du IG du ministre he's just
wrong doing yaa gana fii di fi xew ba pare benn step duñ ko dee make after wrong doing look at how this boy is feeling right now after lii nii yëpp after dangaa dem court dangaa déggaat góor gi moom mu ngi liggéey palaasam waaw léegi dafa mel ni next time sax su defee keneen dara sax waruloo jël benn step on that waaw
so dinaa bàyyi ñi briefly ñoom tam mu wax tuuti rek balaa ñu ñëw si mu wax ñu medical we know he has some medical condition ak li moo fii tey ak lan support la soxla dina am solo so naa booy ñu wax briefly rek
Gorgi Mboob our job yatale is very wicked even more jipel no nyaadi le afa dogo just one mistake benon jile until we other side yale mo tala mo separate dolbe this other side so it will dogo te ma fan dolbe dogo le to ko mo mistake ko ken no nyala bindele mo mi yarango how many years back more than 5 years or 10 years back am binde e binde randi wala ko e binde ko bo nyamol bon le no nyaade nyimu nyamol wala nyimu ka nyamol so is mistake ndinga rek ka amde kano e ka fen ko da binde ranta ka ali war private part that is not good Gambia ja luwate ja ko min jega to ko kala mo la rek hadiyate nyami
man dama nekkoon foofu waaye bu ma nekkoon foofu waaye they share us in the 3 groups and some I was in the cars and some I was there but where Ebrima was but there was no grass there but we just cut it and we clean everything. Yeah, it's just like how they say, you know. Yeah, that's where I would like to stop.
Thank you. So Ebrima, now let's talk about your condition right now. How are you feeling?
still feel pains in my abdomen here, and also still on my testicles. When I'm trying to pee, it's still not normal. I feel like it's very, very hot. It's like I'm peeing lava. It's really painful when I'm peeing. I have to try and control how I'm peeing, like bit by bit, because the more I try to pee, the more it hurts. So I try to, and I'm still not feeling any muscles in my private part. I don't know why. I can't still have a
You're not feeling any muscles?
I still did not contract since I was hit on my private part. I don't know why.
That's serious.
That's serious.
That's serious. That is serious. And I think you need urgent medical attention.
I think so too.
Yeah, that is serious.
It's very important.
That is serious.
Because this is a man who is your life.
That's your life.
Yeah.
He's very young.
Yeah.
He's very young. So before this interview, I tried to reach out to my sister Sainabu to say, because I have spoken to you and you have told me how you're feeling.
Definitely.
And I said, can we set up a GoFundMe to help him maybe rush him to Senegal to see a doctor and properly. This is at the early stage. So I would encourage everybody, if you have any dollar, Sainabu will pin the GoFundMe
on the page, and we will share it later. If you have a dollar, please share it on please let's support Ebrima. The rest of it, I know that your family is also seeking justice for you, right? What do you want from this, Ebrima? Number one, I know your health is number one, but what else do you want from this?
Like you just said, my health is number one. I just want to be all right again. And I want the government to take a step towards this so that everybody can be free, like in your conscience, trusting authorities like police, immigration, whatever it is. But we should be able to trust our authorities, especially in things like this. But when the authorities are coming to you, blackmailing you, blindfolding you, and not telling you the truth, who can you trust when you get into problems? Because when I was there in the cell, when these people left, a girl came there giving her complaint that she was being raped, but they were not taking the girl seriously. She was being raped like 3 to 4 times already, and they were like to the girl in our local language, maybe a diata yele wala ne manna reporter di Juna.
You're kidding?
The girl normally sells, I think, fruits or whatever at the Sadaka somewhere. So she was explaining something like that. I was in the cell, but I did not say anything. They were like, one officer that was Kinte who wrote my statement when I was going out. There was the one that took her statement and signed it. And I think then later I went home. I did not know what happened after that. But the others were teasing her, like she enjoyed what happened or something like that the whole time.
This is serious.
So things like this, the girl felt ashamed later when she was explaining, because she could not, when they started teasing her, she did not feel comfortable explaining the rest of the story. I could see it in her eyes. So things like this, if they keep going on, you don't even know where to head to when you get into problems like this. So we should be able to trust our authorities, and the only way this can happen is when everything is transparent, when we can know what happened and when they tell us the truth.
And the one thing that struck me really bad is you were released from the anti-crime.
Yeah.
You went to the Senegambia police. You still trusted the police. You still trusted the police. You went to the Senegambia police station to report the case because you know you were wrong. You trusted the police. You went there. And what did this police officer tell you? I cannot do anything because Gorgi is a police officer like me. So what does that mean? The police is above the law? This is serious.
It's serious.
Out of everything, this is what struck me.
Beneen police mu ngi fa ku ne bëggoon a dimbale waaye man xam naa ne kooku amut rank kooku moo dem mu oo boss mi kooku mu ngi mën a dimbale kooku moo ñëw di ñu wax ne lii is not done but mag la sax waaye soo leen gisee façon gi police yooyu noonu duñ leen musa jox rank. You always have to be crooked to win it. So
This is something that has to stop.
Wow.
Definitely.
This is serious.
Very serious. Definitely.
I'm hoping that the IG is watching this.
The IG has to do something.
I'm hoping the IG is watching this. I have said this and I'm saying it again. The anti-crime, a lot of us believe is a torture center. I have visited people at the anti-crime.
Okay, in this cell, see this cell, see Bobam.
Wow.
Hopefully in the 7. Understand?
No. Romin.
Funde teda fu la ñu ya gene sa own halis nga jënda sa halis so amut halis pour jënda la leta you stay like that so amut so ñane gaay may man dox di nga am bouteille sa bouteille bopam may len man dox gaay dañoo romb ci volontaire bi di la ignore ni so
waaw ba pare comme si perron bi foofu nga comme da nga toog rek nga sax nelaw rek nga tëdd nga nelaw ak sa yére yow
sleep on the floor.
You know what I mean?
So guys, ñu ne ñoom nag so waye ak gaay ñu ne
seven si box bi foofu yëpp ngay xëy sister déglu lu ma laa waxal nii mu ngi nasty mu ngi filthy si biir sel bi mu ngi sticky. You know what I mean? Yéen ma fa jëlee dama ko mujjee sànni.
Yow suba si sax ñu leen jox bale pour ñu bale si sel.
Waaw ak with all that yaa ngi sa floor bi ne ko tile de comme floor boo xam ne dañ ko concrete after ko lifin nii mu ngi xala su
am na ay sponge pour que la
sponge yi man dama war
sponge single sponge moo fa nekk pour benn nit ñun ñëpp ñi ñoom 5 yëpp foofu lañ tëddal seen boppay pour ñu mën a am cushion
ak ko def ñu fa mu dañ tëddal si floor bi just up to boy noonu la fa demee boy
so gars yi góor gi bu ak gaayam ni li nga dee wax mooy yi soo gisee ñuy tuumal góor gi moom saa yu nekk rek dañ bugg a góor gi moom liggéeykat la góor gi moom moo nekk koo xam ne daf dee stop crime si dëkk bi booy dañ bugg a ñu génnee góor gi moom si anti-crime pour ñoom ñu mun a fii def lu leen ne loolu leen a tontu si wax
ñaata nit a fi nekkoon di liggéeyal government bi balaa góor yu mbuum di nekk si place boobu noonu te crime yaa ngi nekkoon less man sax I feel like right now because góor yu mbuum mu fa this crime of this nation dafa guddi increase parce que suma liggéey comme lu demee nii yaa ngi ko def nit suma kanam man man tamit naa ami si leneen loo xam ne naa ko du ma ko wóoree def sax understand nga lu ma miin so that means ne yaa ngi toon state bi to a crime state boobu yow yaa ngi nekk police sax yow sawnuloo pour understand loo nekk di liggéey because of man dama believe ne police yu bari ñu ngi liggéey si si nguur bi waaye xamuñ sax ñoom seen purpose lu tax ñu ngi job xamuñ ñoom lanal seen warugal because of yow hence mun loo kii dat doomi aadama nga ko téye ni animal di ko bugg a door ni animal you know then yaa ngi yow sa bopp sawnuloo waaw te dañ nit ñu saw ñoo xam ne ñu ngi ànd ak seen 5 common sense pour ñu rules ñu nekkaat ñu suñu police bi da ngaa dem police sax fekk police boo xam ne mënut a binda statement
xamuñ si constitution bi
police nga ne ko bindal ma suma statement bi lii laa fa wax mu ñëw moom mu ngay jéem a seet moom du ko feeboo si biir statement bi olu feeboo boosam all those things ñu yàgga leen di ko gis fii nii because yàgga leen dem police especially man suma entire life yëpp daa demoon to police but it's not about stealing no it's only about dama yebaa nit léegi nañ life yi Gambia you know what I mean loolu rek la lay nekka so dama dee fekka foofu different crime so dama dee xam naka la fa dee demee ak ba pare amoon benn respect pour civilian bi lii dafa nekka lu war a naxari Gambian yëpp de sista lii
lii nag mun naa laa wax ne naxari na Gambien yëpp
so
Gambien yi li xewee Gambien si ñëw nañ ak doole ñu wax si ñu condamné waaye lu gën a tax nit ñi mu naxari leen mooy statement bi police yi génne because tam am na loo xam ne bëgg naa ko fii indi flex daan was one person suñ collègue suñ brother
am nañ ko
mu interview Gorgi Mboob statement tam lu su dee moom moo ko wax was very demeaning and very hurtful to man moo xam ne sax
Ebrima because one of the things that he said was ne this guy and the good one, he was, excuse my language, he was with the prostitute, lolo mo taxon, because flex daf ko ne mom gis na medical report bi, and the medical report mungi point out ne there were some swollen parts on his private part. Mom responding to us ne because the guy was mungi one with prostitute the whole night, lolo mo cause stress bobu non. How can you say mune syphilis, gonorrhea or syphilis, mune gonorrhea syphilis la koku am? Can you imagine? How can you even say that? And mom so compare Gorgi wa muneki so compare mom statement am bobu ak statement ti police dafa outé. So ban moy dégga kon.
Gorgi sa kawo la ndé pare pour fenal ñu légui. To be frankly enough. Waaw man ni understand nga ñu ñëp ci nguur bi té duñu né démocratie la. Waaw légui démocratie bo xamné dafa and ak fen yépp. donc ñu loolu lañ nekk di dund fii si
waaye doo mën a arrêté nit ki nga arrêté nit ki si guddi bi si club ba pare nga ne that whole night kooku mu ngi woon si caaray how that can be
si club bi from the club straight to the night
arrêté si club bi from the club to the cell ba suba that doesn't make sense.
Man saa dama de suma fit bi def de hala ma sanda li ñi sa du ma go after sa
So I wanted to focus
xam nga lu ma mean si affaire sin bi
because when we were working on having you to speak, you wanted to say your story.
You wanted the world to know what happened, especially you didn't want to speak, being apologized. Why when they came out with this statement, that angered your family and that angered you, and you wanted to speak, but they were also concerned, boy, bile hell, because gis nga luñ fi def killer is so moy tuut dinañ la target boy loolu lañ wax dinañ la target su boobaa di nga nekk target si dëkk bi so you were scared, you wanted to hold back. I want you to tell us that scenario. Lan moo taxoon nga ragaloon pour wax?
Well, the same scenario moo tax ma ragal cause suma xarit bi Aliou ma doon wax loolu fii nii mu ne ma ñi after lii nga war a bàyyi sa xel cause dinañ try pour ñu target la ma doon ne Gorgi Mboob si boppam bandi la jaral na ko mu fay ay nit ñu nekk di la toppa so maa ngi doon xalaat loolu the whole time waaye suma famille itam ñu ngi maa wax ne da nga war a speak up cause everybody is involved. This is not only about you but your future relies on this. You don't know what's going to happen to you. Bëgguma woon a wax dëgg but awma choice mun naa noppi case bi mu dee ëllëg li si biiram xawma lan moo ma dal. I don't know what's going to happen to me. So I need to ensure that I'll be all right. So I have to speak up.
And the first thing is to get mental health.
Definitely.
To get mental
Definitely, he needed.
And when you hit someone from 11 o'clock, you don't care that guy. You put him back to the cell. Until after 7 o'clock, the guy have to get out of that cell. And he have to struggle himself back to go to another station. From that station also, all those details that they text there, you have to hold on those things until they're ready with their all what they want to do. They have to take you to other hospital. That takes us to 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And then from there, he is there himself. We have to get him back to Kanfing also. That was around 11 to 12. And then from there, they wanted to take him back. That's what the argument he was saying. And then that argument, everybody was saying that, hey, boy, no, hey. Because people like me, man wana ko boka mi ne ko ne ngeen so len fi dof le be ñu mistake jël pako bi yobu ko ñu fu ñu téda sa fu la sa neku fa de ki yoru legi soko fa delo fofu nga ko fa mëna yobu xam nga so lolu sawnut man len ay over ñu ñëm nañ bañ ñi ñom ñi tala because legi affaire ci lolu la mu mujjé yefi dangalante comme ka legi nguur bi ñom mënu ñu jox chance pour ñu trust leen ñun tamit duñ leen mëna trust pour ñu joxal leen suñu sombaadi da ñu ñëm ñu tiyé ko nonu you take off for them together. Then things happen like that. Wow. Why was not your service done for things happen like that? Your policy. All along you get try for papers here. You call night. More doctor papers. You know what I mean? You know, sister, one them are mertoro because we have some kind of definitely. You know. Wow.
Wow, definitely. So we will. I just say that we just open a GoFundMe account. I just Manko just pin on Fatou right now. Please, if you're watching, you need to support Ebrima. I know you can do it. Hanane, Julie, Jotna, everybody. People are tied up. Things are not tied. But we're just begging. We have seen his condition. Because normally we would not even do an interview with but it's difficult for him to walk to wanna be at even service, so we wanted him to be comfortable more than buy coffee. So put support for us. The goal is to get medical support first. Let him get medical support. The family can do it. If we can support, that will be very good. Definitely. If we can support him. Ebrima Hamnane, what to be there now? Tay boy Jakarlo IG, the Jakarlo Gorgi. Lan nga leen wax.
Man maa ngi laa ñaan rek ñu stop the jail law into their own hands and ñu like very mindful suñ jàppee nit ñu de cause ñëpp wéeruñ nit yi seen condition nekkuñ benn so ñu dee déglu nit yi especially kuñ téye into captivity so téye nit into captivity doesn't mean kooku enemy la wala criminal la or something foofu is a center pour nga isiwaat nit yi waa rehabilitation center pour nga isiwaat nit yi back to like a normal decent life so jàngal nit doo ko jàngal always in the hard way nit yi seen condition nekkul benn mun ngaa nekk di punish nit ki xamuloo ne yaa ngi koo rey so nit yi seen condition nekkuñ benn nit mun na faa dem mu nekk asthmatique soo ko wax gaay ñu laan dañ la dee nekk di jaay like yow yaa ñu gën a xam suñ liggéey wala lii ak léeg soo bëggee insist dañ laa dóor so that is not something like very smart dañ war a di déglu nit yi ku nekk dafa am opinion am ba pare nit yi yëpp nekkuñ benn so ñu dee déglu wante nit yi soo téyee nit sax déglu wante la moom
it's important
loolu rek laa nekk di ñaan
important
yeah
and ñen nga bëgg a gërëm xam naa ne wax nga ne so many people stood by you bu lay xewee lan nga bëgg a wax to those people
maa ngi gërëm suma xarit yi yëpp ak ñu am courage bi pour ñëw fii nekk witness ak yow mi sa bopp ak suma family members yi yëpp ak ñu nekk di seetaan yi
thank you very much
everybody that has been very supportive
we want to thank you all for coming out and speaking up I hope this becomes the start of a new change
definitely
every Gambian yearns
we need it
we are not fighting Gorgi.
No.
We are not fighting the system.
Definitely.
We want a better system. We want a better leadership at the anti-crime. And so many Gambians believe Gorgi is not that leader. We want a leader that can speak to the young people. Young people didn't cause crime. That is a normal thing. It's not nekkut loo xam ne dinañ ko encourage waaye nag dinañ xeex dinañ xuloo and they will come in contact with the law but you need a leader who can listen to them but not a leader who can break them. So I think the IG, we are appealing to you to listen to the plight of the Gambian people. When Officer Kadijaju bi mu defee lu rafet fii Gambian si dañ taxaw ñu speak up ñu ne la IG dañ bëgg nga promote ndaw si Gambian si jóg ñu defal ko lu nekk IG nga déglu ñu nga promote ko bu Gambien si génn see ñu ne la ne Gorgi Mboob du benn du ñaar du ñetta du ñenent ñu ngee complain ne la Gorgi Mboob definitely he's supposed to be serving the community but three-quarters of the community is not pleased with his work. I think you should do the honorable thing and change leadership because at the end of the day, IG, there are so many honorable men in the Gambia Police Force. I can say that. There are so many good men in the Gambia Police Force. Very educated and very honorable men in the Gambia Police Force. And I think one of those honorable men should lead the anti-crime unit. And the anti-crime should not be a torture center. Should be a place where our young people can go, and when they go there, they should be treated as human beings. So, and people generally, consensus bi mooy ne Gorgi Mboob du dee def loolu, and that is wrong. We want to plead to the Interior Ministry, to the IG, pour ñu xam ne rek young people are not pleased with the leadership of Gorgi Mboob at the Interior Ministry, at the anti-crime. And I want to announce that I do have an interview with the IGP tomorrow. So we'll put all of this to him and see what his response is. He has accepted to grant me an exclusive interview tomorrow, and I hope we're able to address all of this because it's important. The Gambians want to hear from the IGP, and he has accepted. I want to say that I texted him, Buli Hewe. Actually, the case of Lamin Kinte, lako texte, I wanted to call na PRO or my PRO, so mang la text because the mabuga clarification. He called me, and when he called me, he spoke to me for 1 hour. And mom sibo pa moma indil sa topic, but I think he was misinformed because then ko lin bin assisted me man lola ma wax. So I think he was misinformed. But after watching this, I hope the IG can look at this properly. Yeah, and I know that people like ST. He's a very honorable guy. He was there.
He was there.
ST will not lie.
Everyone witness in fact.
Yeah,
we are here even to tell lies.
Yeah, all of you.
We are there. We are there.
You were there.
So ST and others, we was there.
Same as baby.
That's the thing.
Yeah, sorry, I know the interview is getting long.
It's all right.
I want to apologize for taking your time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to Fatou.
Thank you.
We appreciate
your good work.
Continue speaking up.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you very much to you guys watching. Mahmoud Job tomorrow. Good afternoon to you all. Bye-bye.
fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la skincare la 2020 lañ wax de waaw fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache perfect skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loo lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal bel laka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw skincare plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon ne dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentey tamit si ay dàlla man waaye man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox skincare plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu ngi United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes fragrances men's shirts accessories we do dresses as well we do blouses I mean we do shoes name it we do them Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection zero task fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi taas kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème yu picca boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii
love like fire bring my yoboguma fire love like fire
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
No, ini bara. Okay. Welcome. Basically, lot of lala me along is cool, man. That I can really relax. What the madam? Yeah, that's what the madam? Yeah. Let them do somebody. That's right. Grand Villa. Come on, Grand Villa. That's fine. Slowly. Yes. No. Yeah, actually, a lot of people are basically me alone because they relax. So it's basically that I can understand. Nina for Nidia, Nina Grand Villa is the best guest house in the Gambia.
Beji andikam Grand Villa Guest House. Na labungol bebe senyaring adum na bungol bebe nyarandiring coming ibe la fila ila suwe taranyame. Ntel Grand Villa na kiliano la lafino wale mukanwatin telkang. Na ye sabati Grand Villa yela kodo na fa kalamuta.
Oh man, this is like a paradise. I know. I so much love this place. Thank you. Trust me, I love this place.
You can move somebody and you're watching what?
Yeah.
I know what Gambia. Grand Villa.
I tell you. I love this place. Okay. I love this place, man. Oh yeah.
Ni lefta na kuo keso sotola. Futama Oljuntum Paradise Estate. Mbaya kumandiroke 7527-218. Wale futana website auto www.grandvillaguesthouse.com. Grand Villa Guest House.
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Bridge Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.